I'm going to pass your baby under your legs. Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about our labour and delivery story.
It's a madness.
It's
putting that out there early doors.
It's interesting. It's an interesting one. Yeah, actually, disclaimer: if you hear some cooing or some
crying,
yeah, Ava's obviously here with us, and that will be what that is. So yeah, on the day of the 5th of November.
But before that, like, because we're in COVID, you know,
yes,
so
it is a pandemic.
You know, do you want to give insight into what you kind of wanted for the birth?
Okay, that's okay.
Itself,
cool.
Because
so,
yeah, it was anything but
literally. So, I from 26 weeks had the hospital bag packed. In terms of the birth, I wanted Bourgeois to obviously be there. I wanted, by God's grace, for it to be a short birth.
Yeah.
I wanted to be around 38, 39 weeks because I'm just like 40, 41, 42. Why are we going over? I wanted a water birth because I was at a stage where I was kind of given the okay. I'm allowed to have a water birth. Yeah. And obviously for baby to be healthy and all of that stuff.
Like everything, like she was ready. I can't lie. She was like, hospital bag was filled. Yeah. She had the snacks. She had like chargers in there.
Yeah.
Already like, everything. Pajamas.
Yeah. Flip flops. Underwear. Everything. Hospital bag, like
proper suitcase. It wasn't a bag. Suitcase.
Suitcase. Physically, literally a suitcase. So that was our, you know, what we want for the birth. And
2 nights before, the mini contractions at night. Yeah, so
2 days before the actual day we gave birth. Yeah. I was having. It was actually my birthday. 3 days before.
3 days before, 3 days before. In the evening, like at like midnight.
It was a bit before then. Midnight.
No, okay, yeah. So around 10, she started getting contractions, and in my head, I'm thinking, it's go time. Like it could be any time. That kind of like it was real to me. Yeah. At that point, and I instantly felt unprepared, despite the fact that she was so prepared. I was just like, okay, what's gonna happen?
But those were like Braxton Hickey type of. They were Braxton Hicks, so they were tightening, but I didn't feel any kind of pressures or anything like that. Ava was born on the 6th of November. So on the 5th, it was a very, very chill day. Yeah. I was 38 plus 6. So the next day I was going to be 39 weeks. Yeah. So it was pretty chilled and everything. Yeah.
It was a chill day.
I was like at the point of inducing labour. So you even bought castor oil because I was going to try the midwife's brew.
Yeah.
So you bought the castor oil. We had the lemon. We had the tea and stuff like that. So I was about to try that out.
A lot of walking that day,
despite that SBD.
We got the exercise ball out as well.
Yes, so in the evening I was bouncing with Ariel.
Yeah.
Literally.
Was that in the evening or before she went to nursery?
No, it was afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there are a number of things that people say can potentially induce labour, and we tried one of those things. It's one of the top 5 things that can help to induce labour. And
oh my gosh.
So
but let us know what you think it is, right?
Yes, write down in the comments like what you think it is. It's one of the top 5
you might
things.
Not know, but like ask the missus.
Yeah.
So it was on it was kind of your birthday week, so I was giving you because usually I'll be in bed. But because it was her birthday week, so you know we we're just enjoying just Netflix.
Chilling. Yeah. So after we tried that top 5 technique thing, literally what?
We're saying what about
2
to 3 minutes after?
2 to 3 minutes after, I felt a pop in my stomach. When I mean a pop, like something literally popped, and it was at the bottom, and I was just like, something's happened. So I was laying down in bed. I was like, something's happened, And I was like, no, this don't feel good. And then the pain just kicked in 0 to 100. So I just felt the urge to kind of go on my knees, because sometimes I would literally sleep like that. So I wanted to go on my knees. I was on the side of the bed on my knees, and I was just like, no, babe. And I was literally feeling this pain down below. It was like, I was like, babe, I'm getting a contraction.
And then before that even, sorry to cut you, but I was literally thinking, okay, I'm waking up at like 4:35 tomorrow.
This was the next thing I was going to
Okay,
say.
cool. Yeah, no, I was wondering if you was going to forget that.
So what he's talking about is, I'm now on all fours. I'm feeling this pain. I've now had it twice. Bourgeois goes, so like, can I just sleep for like 20 minutes?
You know what? No,
Oh,
man's a considerate guy, innit? But 2 or 3 days before, the same thing happened.
Yeah.
The same, like, so on the 3rd, on her birthday, it was the same kind of thing, and nothing happened. So I was thinking, okay.
And you actually said the same thing. Is like, oh, can I sleep for like half an hour? Because it was like Braxton Hickson. I was like, yeah, definitely. Like,
exactly, yeah. So I was thinking, okay, let me just get this sleep in. If something is gonna go down, I'm well rested.
Yeah.
I forgot that adrenaline kicks in, so you're up anyway.
You just do.
Adrenaline kicks in, so. As she'll go into, we operated off no hours sleep anyway. But,
literally.
Yeah.
So then...
Tried to get in a cheeky nap.
Yeah. So obviously I'm looking at him like, but I'm going through pains in it. So I'm just like, no, this is not that. This is it, innit? And I was just like, I don't know what I need to do kind of thing. And I'm just trying to breathe through. And then I'll take my phone and I press the
contraction timer.
Yeah. And literally, but I was kind of like, he was still kind of there on the bedish, and he was kind of like, oh, like that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, I was at a point where I was just like, I need to poo.
Yes.
And then you were just like, okay, so you actually said, should I go get Ariel's potty?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I said that as a joke or but because the pain. No, it wasn't. But like me, and that's my band, isn't it? But the pain that she was in, I didn't. It didn't look like she was going anywhere anytime soon, innit? So I was thinking, to get to the toilet, you might not necessarily make it before anything happens. So that's why I said that. But yeah, that wasn't realistic.
No. So he said that. I was like, no, I'll come downstairs. It'll be fine. So this is still, everything I've said is about 5 to 10 minutes. And it's around 1 a.m. Just before 1 a.m.
Yeah, so I would say 12:50, 12. Yeah, like 12:55 ish.
Just before 1 a.m. ish. Obviously, I was having the pauses in between the contractions, because I knew that this is contractions. This is it. Like, this is happening. Whatever's happening is happening, and it's painful. So I would have the pauses in between. So I managed to walk to our bedroom door, and then just outside the door is like, we've got the landing and then stairs. So just at the landing, my water started coming out, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And it was trickling. It wasn't like a gush or anything like that. It was trickling. And I was just like, oh my days. And I got another contraction, and I paused there. And I think at that point I was kind of forgetting to tap the contractions.
I don't even think you had your phone, because at one point I think I went back upstairs and I got your phone. Yeah,
you were doing a lot at that time.
One thing I did do, because in our head, naturally... it's like, okay, hospital bag. Our hospital bag was at the door anyway. And I had my tracksuit. I had my hospital tracksuit. So I went and put that on. I literally had my clothes laid out for this time. So I was just like, okay, Bugs, it's go time. So literally I went and put on my tracksuit. And then by this time, Rach is now downstairs. So I had kind of got everything ready to go to the hospital.
Yes.
And then by the time you got downstairs...
Yeah, so I had another pause, and I was like, let me go down. I got down really quickly.
Yeah, you did get down quite quickly.
Yeah, because I had that pause. I said, you know what? I'm not looking to be falling down the stairs.
Yeah, you went down.
So as soon as I got to the bottom, another contraction came, and I just felt like, I do not know how I'm going to get through that front door. Like, I was looking at the door, just thinking... Yeah.
Like, it was one of those ones where I was just like the pain, like the scream, like it was, I was thinking, okay, how are we gonna do this? Because in my head, like obviously I don't know too much about it, but I was thinking, contractions don't go backwards. In pain. They don't go backwards. No, so if this is where we're at, then so I wasn't sure, but I was just like, okay, call the ambulance. So no,
I said, babe, call the midwife.
No, call the midwives.
When I was
I'll call the midwives first. Yeah. By the way, tip: have the midwives on speed dial.
We didn't even think of
because
that.
the first number I called, it wasn't the right number, and in those situations, every second counts because I can't look at Rach and be like, oh, I got the wrong.
Like,
you have to be on point. Do your job, you know. So I quickly got the right number because there's two numbers.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Every time I get a break, I'm calling. So obviously, I'm down here. I'm on all fours. Bourgeois, I said, call the midwife. He calls the midwife or manages to get. I didn't know there was a wrong number, so I'm happy they didn't tell me. Yeah. So that's the first time you've told me.
You can't tell them when all is going wrong. You can't even show her. You can't even show her at all because she's going through enough.
Oh yeah. So he's on the phone to the midwife, so I can hear him on the phone to the midwife. I'm now still in that I need to go to the toilet. So whenever I get a break or pause, at this point I'm seriously in just too much pain. I can almost say too much pain. So I get to like just before our kind of bathroom area, and he's on the phone to. I think the midwife tells you.
No. So
what does the midwife tell you?
So I'm on the phone to the midwife, and she's just basically telling me, okay, start coming in.
Yeah.
Just make your way in ASAP. Yeah, so I'm just like, to the birth center. We're ready for you. We're here.
Yeah.
Come through. So I'm just like, okay, cool. We've got the stuff. She told me call the ambulance just in case, and I'll call you back. So I don't think you know that.
No, I remember calling. Yeah, because you're speaking to the ambulance when they tell you.
Yeah. So she's the one who told me to call the ambulance, and for the ambulance to kind of help me through certain things, and. Then she said she'll call me back. Okay. And then she called me back like 2 minutes after. And then she heard you screaming. Yeah. And she was just like, we're getting a midwife team out to you.
Yeah, I remember her saying, I literally remember her saying, is that your wife in the back?
Yes, yeah.
And then you were just like, yeah. And then it was just
like... she was just like, okay, cool. Don't worry about coming in. We're getting a team out to you right now. So they had already kind of like dispatched the team and stuff. And then... the ambulance was on their way. The paramedics were basically on their way as well. And I was on the phone to the...
at this point, you're now on the phone to the paramedic guy. So, I'm on all fours. This has all happened now. So, he's called. He's on the phone to the paramedic. And I managed to get...
I've taken off my tracksuit.
Okay.
I feel like a wallad because... Like, I was just like, this is a track that I'm going to go to the hospital with.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, that's that. Yeah. So, I managed to get myself to the toilet. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I sit on the toilet and I remember hearing the paramedic saying like, where's your wife now? It's gone a bit quiet or something like that.
He was basically talking me through things, telling me like, okay, how is she now? What position is she in? And then he said, okay, make sure that like she's on her back or she's in a comfortable position. Is the room warm? Things like that. And then he said, where is she now? Like, what's happening now? And then I was just like, no, she's on the toilet. Basically, she said that she wants to poo. So she's on the toilet right now. I think I was speaking to a black guy because man went...
0 to 100.
No, like, off the toilet now. Tell her to get off the toilet. Now.
I heard it and I just started slowly. I was like this.
Literally, because I wasn't even in the toilet.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
I heard it.
And then by the time I came, you was already out.
Yeah. I just heard it and I was just like, door, and I was just like,
she just started making her way.
Yeah, so later on, the midwife just explained that the toilet is like the perfect place to give birth because your gravity is helping you, your legs are open, everything's just like perfect for a baby to come through. So we thank God that wasn't the situation. Yeah, exactly. So I'm off the toilet, I'm on all fours, and before the toilet, we've got the kitchen. We live in Kent. It's a bit weird. So we've got the kitchen and we're there. So the paramedic guy is now telling you to get towels.
Yes,
and
he
was like, get towels, get things.
Me, man.
I was just like, when I'm hearing getting towels, I'm like, I'm not giving birth here.
Yeah, but like also it's like the importance of being ready, man. Yeah. Because we were ready, man.
We were ready.
We were decently ready, but like we didn't have like you need extras.
Yeah.
We didn't have the extras. We had everything that we needed, but the like extra towels. Like who knew that we would need an extra
let's get into it.
Gown. Yeah, okay, go on. Yeah.
So
madness.
It's true though. So the paramedics now saying get towels and stuff, and just like I said, I was just like, I'm not giving birth here.
Yeah.
Like, someone's taking me to a hospital. I didn't know how I was going to get out of the door, but I was getting to the hospital somehow. Now it's just mad. It's just mad. Contraction after contraction. I almost feel like there's not that much of a break in between. It's just coming. It's just coming and coming hard. Ariel is upstairs sleeping. It's maybe about 2 a.m.
Yeah, Ariel was conked out.
Yeah.
By this time, I had called.
Yeah.
He had a vid before the paramedics came. I called him, and he was basically on his way. So our plan was always that he would come and pick up Ariel.
Yeah.
And take her to my mum's house.
Yeah.
So that happened. He was here, literally within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
My
so
guy.
literally, thank
you.
you.
Literally.
I'm going through these pains. I think I asked you for the birthing ball. I asked you for the
the exercise ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was leaning on that because
I think I just gave that to you still.
No,
let me take some credit for that.
He might have. I don't know, but I feel like I asked for it. That day, actually, I was actually watching labouring on a birthing ball on the ball. So everything that I was doing, and even hypnobirthing and stuff. So everything that I'd watched that morning, it was kind of coming back to me, obviously, because it was just that same day. So I was kind of applying those things, which helped me so much. So I was just like breathing through it and stuff. So then paramedics came through. There was
the paramedic in COVID, like these man come through like the apocalypse, like full gear. From head to toe. So they came through, and it was interesting. So obviously Rach is on all fours, essentially going through her contractions.
Yeah.
And then these paramedics came through, and they kind of set up, and I was just like, okay, it's happening. And to be fair, the midwife showed me as well that you're not gonna come to the hospital, basically.
Yeah.
So
at this point, I think we were just kind of like, okay, this.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, I need to see a midwife.
Because
I need to see a midwife
at that point. Yeah.
Because the paramedics, they were cool. They knew what like the basic stuff to do.
Yeah.
But what kind of started getting my head ticking was like when they were starting to call the midwives. They were like, okay, like, have the midwife been called? And then they called the midwives again, and then the midwife said, oh, yeah, we're already on our way. So I was just like, okay, midwives has to come. Because I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah. At this point, I know that there's some people wearing white. Because I'm on the floor on the ball, so I'm just looking like this. I'm not trying to look at, there's just too much pain in it. So I don't know who's in the house kind of thing. I just know, I knew those paramedics, people wearing white, that's all. And
the paramedics got here, we would say, at around 1:40. So they got here maybe...
relatively.
Quickly
from like the time that was on the phone.
Around 20-25 minutes they were here. The first batch anyway. The second batch came... so basically they send 2 paramedics out to a potential home birth. One for the child, one for the mum. So we had 4 people. Yeah,
4 paramedics.
Two ambulance vans literally parked outside our road,
blocking the road.
If you wanted to leave, good luck. But literally, it was early morning anyway.
And then the midwives came. There were 2 midwives that were one from the hospital that I was gonna give birth at, and one from another hospital. Basically, I don't know how that works, but they were the ones that were on call, and they came. And I just remember feeling a good sense of relief because they were very reassuring. They were really in my ear. There was one paramedic lady that I felt was in my ear because I didn't see anybody.
The other one was chilling pretty much.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right, so we've got 7 people in the room in our kitchen area. Yeah. I'm breathing, contractions, all of this, and I'm feeling sick. So obviously when the midwife came, when the midwife came with the gas and air.
No, you had been on the gas and air from the paramedics.
So the paramedic I don't know which one was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the paramedics came with gas and air. So before that, I'm going through the pains, just hypnobirth techniques, just like myself kind of thing. So using gas in there.
like
I
20
got to a
minutes?
point. I was just like,
Wait.
I feel
So for 20 minutes, you're doing up paying on your ones.
yeah, probably more than 20 minutes. I feel.
Yeah, 25.
It's crazy.
Boy, God gave that burden to women for a reason. 'Cause
Honestly.
men would not hack it.
Oh, it's
At
just,
all.
so I'm taking gas in there, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I feel sick. Like, I feel sick, and I remember feeling sick last time. I was like, I feel sick, and they were like, no, sick. I was like, babe. So Bourgeois was like right here, and I was like, babe, I feel sick. Like, get something kind of thing.
Yes.
And then he went and got a container. Whoever got a container, put it there, and I just maxed
Projectile,
maxed the container.
Maxed it.
It was those biggish, I don't know, ice cream.
Yeah.
Type,
The ice cream tub that African
tub.
food is in.
Yes,
That
that's
one
the
there.
one.
Yeah.
Maxed. And then they brought a bin, and I think I vomited in that a little bit.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, okay, I feel better. Still breathing through contractions, all of that. And then, yeah, it felt a lot better to take the gas in there. But I wasn't taking it so much because I knew that it would get me wheezy, and I knew that I needed to use my energy. There was nothing else I could do. If I wanted to go epidural, although that was not one of my plans, I couldn't anyway because I'm at home. Yeah, everything had to be me, you know. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm not going to be taking it too much. So I don't get too wheezy and too weak because it is 2 a.m.-ish.
Yeah.
Anyway, after a while, I think I was kind of like nothing is happening because like you couldn't see baby's
there was
head
a
or
kind of
anything.
period where like, and these man, like the paramedics,
they were sitting chilling. They were talking about everything.
Like they were
talking
like they were
cake.
like having small bants. I'm just like, yo, you know, but.
When you were
I had to maintain composure because I hear them like they like
not
it
much
was
you
just
can do.
yeah,
You're
there wasn't
waiting for
much
women to give
so
birth.
it was just like okay, they were just like okay, we're just gonna just talk, innit?
Yeah.
Like and like yeah, it was a 5 to 10 minute period of annoyance.
Yeah, maybe more than that. So I was kind of like,
fair,
what's kind of going on? Like, is everything okay? By the way, throughout this, like, I was pooing, and I could feel the midwife sweeping me from time to time, putting it away. God bless them.
Madness.
Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 times.
Madness.
Which is something I didn't want, but you know,
yeah,
it happened.
but
I knew I needed to. I knew I needed to. So do you know what I mean?
Like you have to do what you have to do.
Get to a point where I'm like, okay, no. The midwife says, look, if you feel it, allow yourself to push, like use your contraction to push. And I was just like, okay. I didn't really know I felt it, but I knew that I was just kind of managing my contractions instead of using my contractions. So that's where the shift kind